Why, hello there, Kelsey.
Hello there, Robert.
Do you know what day it is?
What day is it?
Friday Roundup Day!
Oh, YMBToAP Fridays!
Oh, you know it is. And what a day it is. I finally have movie news. Look
Excellent.
At me go. Not a lot. But I have news. I have things. I have things to share with you guys today.
I'm excited.
Would you like to hear about it?
Let's hear about it.
Let's do that. So, first of all, these all come out next Tuesday, January 23rd, right? Okay. If you've listened to the show multiple times, whatever, you know, I'm a big fan of the DC animated movie things they do. So, super stoked. Coming out on Blu-ray, you've got Justice League: Crisis of Infinite Earths Part 1. And I kind of hate that they do that shit. They do a lot of like part 1s and then release part 2 like a year later.
Ugh.
So I usually just wait the year and then I just get the full bundle.
Yeah, why not?
Later, because why not? I don't need to know the story that bad right now. I can wait for the whole thing. But super cool. I haven't watched the past like 10 of these, honestly.
Really?
Not really. I have them, but I just need to make time to watch them.
We need to talk about you purchasing media that you're not going to watch.
I will watch it, but just
you can't be a library.
I need to be though. They're just good. They're always like one-offs almost. Like there is a continuing story kind of in certain ones, but I just like the weird ones. Like there's one I think you'd really like. It's called Gotham by Gaslight.
Sounds
it takes place during Jack the Ripper times in England, but it's all the heroes tracking down Jack the Ripper, and he's killing like lady superhero people and stuff.
Interesting. I like that.
It's fucking really cool. It was a very good one. I like that one. But if you're not into that, I've got a lot of animated stuff, kind of.
A lot of animated stuff?
By that, I mean 2.
Okay.
But then there's something else animated coming up later. Next up, The Triplets of Belleville. This is an Academy Award winning movie for Best Animated Feature and Best Song from back in the day. I have always wanted to see it, and I've still never seen this movie.
It looks like one that would be right on your radar, but I've never seen a thing about this.
I remember the trailers when it came out. It was like on some movies that I'd rent, you know?
Yeah.
And I just like remember the 3 of them like, because they're like old singer ladies or whatever.
Okay, cool.
And they're like going through France, like chasing down a villain or some shit. Like, it's supposed to be very, very good. Yeah, it's supposed to be great. So maybe I can pick up one of these. It's also like a Sony Pictures Classic Edition and stuff. So might be a good one to have.
Yeah.
But that's it for your normal releases. I've got 2 boutiques for you. Are you ready?
Yes.
Kino Lorber coming out pretty good. What do you know about Kindergarten Cop?
Oh my god!
You ever seen that?
Yeah. Well, I think I've seen
it once.
I've seen like bits and pieces of it as it was like on TV. I think I've never sat through it.
But I know it's not the tumor.
Yes.
Or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen this the one time. It was good. For the Arnold Schwarzenegger person I am, I guess you'd think I'd seen it more, but it's just not one I'd ever seen.
Okay.
I was more of a junior guy.
In this movie.
Oh yeah, big time. I think this was before Junior and stuff. I don't know. It's a pretty funny movie. So that's your Kino Lorber solid 4K release. Then Shout Factory coming in with a pretty good one here that I've also never seen. But it's a Stephen King movie, right?
Okay.
What you know about Thinner?
I've never even heard of this one. That looks spooky.
You don't know about Thinner?
Oh. Okay.
This guy basically... we like our movies that, warn you don't mess with gypsies.
Okay, yeah.
A gypsy curses him to just become thinner. She just says thinner to him, and he was like a bigger guy, and he just progressively loses weight until he is like paper thin, like the logo even.
Terrifying.
Like he just becomes fully emaciated, thin nothingness. It's kind of scary.
Okay.
I know like a little bit about the story. Like I've kind of read some of the little short story it's based off of, but I've never seen the movie.
Okay.
I remember when it came out though. I remember seeing this in Blockbuster all the time. Ew, that's a gross cover, dude. I
It's
like
really
that.
gross. It's freaking me out.
I like it. So that's all your movies to buy.
Okay.
But I got 2 movies coming out today, January 19th, in the movie theater. You want to be spooked a little bit more?
Yes.
If you don't know about this movie, I'm turning you on to a movie.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Have you seen the trailers for ISS,
No.
International Space Station? Are you ready?
No, it's already making me
Okay.
feel sick. That guy is that's one of my
Yeah.
big fears is like being
Floating in space.
untethered in space. Yeah, I don't like that.
Floating in space.
Ah.
Okay. Bro, that's not the scary part. You ready?
What's the scary part?
First of all, read this tagline.
It turns out in space they can't hear you scream.
Solid. Well, that's a
Okay.
review, not really a tagline, but
Yeah, the
Okay.
tagline's pretty fucking killer too. The war on Earth will be decided in space.
yeah, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. So we have like 3 astronauts from the US that go up to the International Space Station with 3 astronauts from Russia, right?
Okay.
And they're doing their normal stuff, having a good time, and they look down on Earth and nukes start dropping and Earth is getting bombed, and now
Oh,
they're
shit.
in the space station and Earth is at war below them.
Oh God.
Oh, but wait, what's this? Secret meeting with the US people, and they go, we have direct orders that if something like this were to happen, we are to take over the space station. So if we have that order, you know the Russians have that order too. And now
Oh
it's
my
these
God.
2 teams of people fighting for control over the International Space Station.
That's nuts.
That's a spooky movie, and I want to
Yeah.
see that bad. I want to see that movie bad.
I might see that.
That's a good one. Yeah. You got to watch the trailer later. It's a pretty good trailer.
I will.
But yeah, like, then it's that whole like espionage of like, can you trust this person or are they secretly working against you? Like, you're on the opposite team, but can we see eye to eye? And you just don't know, you know?
Yeah, I feel like if
Yeah.
you're on the space station and a war breaks out on Earth, you take it as an opportunity
Yeah.
to just like befriend your fellow man in that metal tube with you.
Nope. They go for the jugular, and we go, got to get rid of the Russians, and like, got to get rid of the Americans.
Okay,
And
that's
it's
fair.
like the trailer seems intense. Like they're like cutting power, and then like
They'll all
people are
die if
going
they do that.
outside and doing.
But-
I'm telling you, man, like stuff's going on. I can't wait to see this movie.
It sounds
gives me,
scary.
like, Gravity vibes a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I just wonder what's gonna happen in space.
Oh,
You know.
Hoffman.
So that's my big movie for today. Okay.
Okay.
But I do have a show. If you want to watch something on streaming today, you ready?
Okay. Yes.
Why don't you head on over to your local Amazon Prime, the worst streaming service, but you can get you some Has Been Hotel
Hey.
by newly favorite for YMBToAP, YMBToAP.
Heck yeah.
So this is the show to her pilot that she put out on YouTube 10 years ago.
That is so much work.
10 years ago, she made a pilot, and now we have a show on Amazon Prime. That's wild. It will have 8 shows in total, and I thought like 1 or 2 were coming out today on Friday, but actually
Mhm.
4 are coming out today. So you get
Nice.
half the season today, right?
Wow. Okay.
And then you get 2 more on January 26th, and then the last 2 on February 2nd. So they're going to be releasing 2 at a time for the next like 2 weeks.
Nice.
But I hope it's good. I don't know. Hell of a Boss is solid. I like that shit. We just watched it again for like the 3rd time. I mean, they're really short, you know, like 10 minutes. So,
You should shuffle that on over to me. Is it available on Amazon Prime?
yeah, starting today, January 19th. So,
Well, not Has Been, but the
Oh.
other one.
Hell of a Boss, no, that is a YouTube only thing.
Okay, we can watch it on YouTube then.
Yeah, so you just got to pull up YouTube. They're in crispy 1080p quality.
Nice.
Fucking gorgeous looking. Yeah, we're in season 2 for the 3rd time now. Like,
Okay.
we still got to finish that and then we'll be good. We were talking about it in the Discord and it just like made us go like, wanna watch Helva again? And so we are. It's good.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all I have in the world of movies and TV.
All right. Would you like to hear about video games?
Oh, I would. I love me some games.
Games to video. Here we go. What do you know about Turnip Boy Robs a Bank?
I don't know anything about that.
I had never heard of this, but I realized it was previously known as Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. And I was like, that
Okay.
one kind of rings a bell. So I don't know why they changed the name, but it's coming out January 18th, which is actually, that's yesterday. So yeah, January 18th. This one is already available for you to get. It is a
Okay.
top-down roguelite shooter. It's pretty cute. I just like the art style a lot. And
I hate the whiskers on this onion.
that's Mayor Onion. You respect him, okay? So this one is available on Xbox's One, Series S, and X. It's also going to be on the Switch and on PC. I did not find a price for this one, which was weird because, I mean,
Okay.
it's out, but
Out. Yeah.
it's around. You'll find it. I trust. It looks
Okay.
like a fun time. I can't imagine this was an expensive game. I'm picturing the range of like $10 to $15.
Okay.
So
That's what I was thinking.
I think it's cute. I think you'd like it. Turnip Boy Robs a Bank, top-down roguelite shooter. Go get it, check it out.
Okay. Well,
I feel like
I'm
they could
glad
make
you
a series
clarified
out of
that for me though, because when I looked it up, I got the tax evasion one.
Yeah.
So I was like, is she gonna tell me about a new series?
I
But
thought it was a
this is
series
the same
for a
game.
second. Yeah, it's the same game because like I saw the tax evasion one and I was like, where'd that one go? And I clicked it and it just redirects to this one. So
Gotcha.
that's
Okay.
what's happening. But yeah, you play as this
I like
turnip.
it.
You are working with tools that you bought from the dark web in order to rob a bank. So good times.
I like that. That's funny.
Yeah. This next one I think you'll like a lot. It's called The Cub. Have you heard of this one?
I have not. Ooh,
Okay.
I love the art style already.
It's a
though.
nice art style.
Holy
It's
shit.
very cool. So The Cub is inspired by classic Sega games of the 90s. So like The Jungle Book, Aladdin, Lion King, that suite of games.
Okay.
It is coming out for PlayStations 4 and 5. It's going to be on Switch and PC. This one's out today, and it is $15 on Switch.
That's not bad.
Yeah. It's just like a nice side-scroller platformer. I think that it looks like something you would enjoy, and I think you should get it.
I could probably get into that.
I have no idea what the story is. I've got nothing to go on except for the cool art style and the fact that it's inspired by Sega games.
Yeah, I do. That is just so crispy looking.
Yeah,
Look at the like
face.
Yeah, I love that.
It reminds me of Aang from Avatar.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, I'm into that.
The big story, though, the one that I really want to talk about. Do you remember Pal World?
So, looking at the name, I didn't. I pulled up the thing and I went, "Oh yeah, Pokemon with guns." Totally remember that one.
That's exactly it. Yeah, I was like, "What the heck is Pal World?" Why are people all about it? And then I looked at it and I was like, "Oh right, it's when they give an AK to Pikachu or something."
Didn't we talk about this years ago?
So long ago when it was first announced, because the trailer was literally like you throw in Pokeballs at things and it was all calm and like you can collect your friends, and then it was like, and then you can fucking eat them and you're shooting them and stuff. So it's a really weird one. And I didn't know what to expect from this game. I thought it was going to be like a story game where you're just like going through like a Pokemon game. You know, you collect them and you eat them for some reason. But that's not it at all. So one of the more concerning things that happens when you Google Pal World is one of the questions that's asked is this game a scam? Is it a money-making MMO? Is it a virtual currency game? All of those are major concerns in the gaming world right now because of what's going on with just like loot boxes and virtual currency and just kind of the predatory nature of a lot of big games such as Blizzard and all of their little microtransactions that they love to do after Diablo Immortal really kind of opened that door. But people are saying, the developer is saying this game is not a scam. It will definitely be released on January 19th. The other reason that people are worrying about maybe it's a scam is because it was so hyped and kind of blown up, and the fact that it was like, it's Pokemon with guns. Everyone's like, this isn't real, right? Like, this is you're committing some kind of a copyright fraud, but they're not. It's a real game. And people, of course, are still kind of freaked out about the day before. Unfortunately, it was a scam.
That's what I thought of when you said, was it a scam?
Yeah. So this one, no scam, certified not scammy. It's going to be released today, and Pal World they call it a typical Steam game. You buy it once and it's yours forever. So that's a big stress to them. Like, you will have this game, you will own it. It's not going to be like an online service thing that'll disappear.
Okay.
They are going to plan a full release soon. No word as to when yet. The today starts early access, and you can get into early access for just $30, which is really affordable.
Okay.
But if you don't want to pay for early access, guess what? It's on Game Pass for free, which is how I'm going to be playing it. I think that everyone should get it on Game Pass just to try it out because it's free. Why not?
Yeah.
So they're talking about like doing maybe expansions after the full release, but they don't know yet. Of course, I mean, we're still like in early development stages on this thing.
Yeah.
So what we've got so far is they have 4-player co-op, which is very nice. They have and that's online co-op. I don't believe there's local co-op because that would just be weird. But yeah, online co-op for 4.
Okay.
You can also have a dedicated server which can host up to 32 players, which is so many. Okay. And that gives you the ability to add guilds as well. So there could be like different factions and stuff within your friendships. It's coming out on PC, Xbox One, Series X and S, and of course on Game Pass. It's also going to be not on Switch and not on PlayStation 4 and 5 yet. They have been kind of cagey about the development there. They're like, we might not. So I think they're going to see what it does on PC and Xbox first, and then if it goes well, then Switch and PS4 and PS5 probably in the near future.
Okay.
So I was like, what the heck is this game about? Because the vibe I'm getting, it's being called kind of like MMO-ish, but it's more focused on like base building, and there's an element of crafting and survival, which I love.
Yeah.
And it kind of reminded me of Valheim, just the way they talk about it, how there's like different monsters in the world that you're fighting and you're doing big bosses and stuff. And then the more I read about it, I'm like, this is really just Valheim, but also Pokemon, and then also guns. So there is a story to discover through logs and NPCs, which I love that kind of environmental storytelling. But players are supposed to be mainly focused on the mystery surrounding the giant tree present in the world. So
I'm guessing
very
that's
much
this
like
guy back here. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get this one and I'm gonna play it and I'm gonna see what it's all about because it looks like I would enjoy it.
Okay. Yeah, I've played none of Valheim, so I have no idea how this is kind of tied to it.
I have been like recently getting back into Valheim, and really the only thing that is similar to that is just there's a big old tree. So, I mean, the more you explore and the more bosses you fight, the closer you are to figuring out what the tree is about. So, I'm looking very much forward to seeing this one. It's out now, $30 or free on Game Pass. Go check it out. Be a part of it.
There you go. Who is your favorite person from this screenshot, though?
That's a great question. I'm going to have to say the pink cat looking thing on the left. Although I don't know. The Anubis looking guy is pretty cool too. And the sheep with the gun. The more you look at this screenshot,
see, dude,
the more things
I actually really still just love this Electabuzz looking dude right here. I'm just like
holding like a chain gun.
I love him. I love this dude.
The mammoth is so cute.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at
all of it.
This is a whole like jet bird up here. Like, like there's a lot going on.
Yeah, and you got Misty on the left. Like everybody's here.
Bro, I know. I was like, okay.
They're not trying to hide the nods to Pokemon. Like that penguin in the front, I feel like is directly lifted out of Pokemon. So.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm looking forward to this one.
I am curious about this one.
That's all I got in the world of video games.
That's it. Wow. That's all we got for you, man. Easy week. Nice, easy week to wet your buds. Well, wet your buds.
Wet your buds.
Yeah. Not your earbuds. Don't do that.
Don't wet those.
Yeah, so go try out some Has-Been Hotel. Maybe play a little Pow World. Maybe get into a little, Turnip Dude. Turnip Boy. Man.
Turnip Dude.
I'm kind of into Turnip Boy. Like, I'm
Turnip Boy
I'm wondering about
you.
that one. That one seems fun. It looks like it's got the funny writing, and that's the shit that I like.
Yes, yeah, that's definitely a big part of it.
Yeah. So that's it for the week. Hopefully you guys found some movies and game news that you can use, and don't forget that we are powered by the ever awesome StreamYard right up there. Got old Puddles in the hand right there. They are this awesome platform that lets you do this virtual like recording that we can do with all the tickers, all the slides, all the transitions. It's a super easy to use program. And again,
clean,
thank you to
it's beautiful.
StreamYard. It really, really is. Thank you, StreamYard, for letting us try this out and spread the good word of Puddles. So with that,
Church of Puddles. Join us every
the good
Friday.
word of Puddles. So with that, I guess we'll see you guys next week.
See you there.
Bye.
Bye.